Hey beautiful people, what is up? Good morning, good morning, good morning. I know, I'm looking a little bit like the struggle, but that's because it's early. Like, I decided to wake up super early today, so I just thought, why not film me getting ready for work using my... This table's a mess. My Notoriously Morbid Gold Dust Woman palette. Now, I picked this up a while ago. It did take a little bit to get to me. Okay, let's focus here. There we go. And it's just such a beautiful, beautiful palette. And I've been dying to use it. So that's what we're going to put on the eyes today. Now, a couple of product descriptions because this is still available. Surprise, surprise. Y'all know Notoriously Morbid does not keep anything for long. So it's still available on the website. So I want to give you guys a couple of details. Now, the palette will retail for $29.99. And the website describes it as a treasure trove of earthy elegance. Discover the allure of shimmering gold sultry khaki, warm ochre, or ochre. Is it ochre? No, that's not ochre. Ochre. And rich brown with a mesmerizing gold dust woman palette. This exquisite eyeshadow palette is designed to redefine your beauty game, adding a touch of elegance and a hint of seduction to your look. It's a collection of 9 captivating shadows, meticulously curated to offer a versatile range of shades for day and night. These shades have been carefully selected to complement all skin tones, making our palette a go-to choice for every complexion. The sleek and compact design ensures that you can take our Gold Dust Woman with you wherever you go, allowing for effortless touch-ups and on-the-go glam. So let's dive into the shades itself. So Illusions of Love is a glistening pale gold duochrome shade that will make your eyes shine like the sun as it shifts from green to pink. Pale Shadow is a mysterious light khaki shade that evokes a sense of intrigue. Kingdom for Sale is an intense gold shade that adds a gleam of gold to your eye makeup. Gold Dust is a vibrant aged gold with multichrome shifting flakes. Dig Your Grave is a medium warm khaki matte. Ancient Green is a radiant gold copper shade. Dagger is a captivating carob bronze shade. Pick Your Path is a darkened mocha brown shade, and Make You Cry is a deep hickory shade with copper and gold sparks. Now, all of these shadows are vegan and are lip safe. So if you want additional details, on the back of the palette, it tells you all of the shade names, whether it's lip safe and eye safe. You'll get some of the ingredients, and it also does say that it has a 12-month shelf life, and you have the little vegan symbol here. So that's what we're going to be working with today. And like I said, this palette retails for $29.99. I don't have a code with the brand, but my girl Cara from Beauty and the Frizz does. I think it's FrizzFace15. So if you want to get 15% off, you can use that code to save when you're shopping. All right, let me bring you guys in, and let's get to work because I got to go to work. So we are going to start with the lightest matte. This is called Pale Shadow. Oh, geez Louise, I had to tap off my brush a little bit. One thing about the Notoriously Morbid formula, if you haven't used it, you should know that this is a handmade formula. Everything is hand pressed. So you will notice some variation in the shadows. They don't look as clean. And I'm not saying clean as in they look messy, but you know how pre-made shadows are really just kind of like pristine? Here you will see some slight imperfection in the shadows because they're handmade, which I actually love that they're handmade. One thing I will say is that their mattes are definitely a more powdery formula. So as you're applying it, I definitely recommend taking some time to tap off your brush because you will get a little bit or lots of bits of fallout depending on how much you put your brush in there. Like, don't dig your brush in. Go in quite gently because it is very, very powdery. So we're just laying that first shade down as our transition shade for this look. And I'm using my ring light today because I got up really early, like I said, and as we are transitioning to winter, the sun is taking longer to rise. And next thing we're going to do is we're going to go down to this green shade. It's called Dig Your Grave. And we're just going to place that right underneath the first one, deepening things up per usual. I have like no blending brushes left. It's quite sad. I really need to wash my brushes. And lastly, I'm going to go into Pick Your Path. It's a deep chocolate brown, and we're going to use that to deepen up the outer V. I don't know why, but this side is showing up real patchy. This one's fine, but the other side is giving patch. Jesus, this is some of my worst blending. Like, what is happening? Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but I don't like it. And I'm definitely not using my best brushes because they're all dirty. That shade is definitely showing up more patchy than I thought it would. Oh my god, this is... Okay, it's giving Hot Mess Express. Let's see if I can fix this. Okay, so I was able to kind of rescue it a little bit. Well, I tried. I did my best. All right, now let's go into the shimmers. So I do think I want to try to put 3 shimmers on the eye. Probably just going down the row. Or wait, I'll just use this one as a corner highlight. But let's start with this. And I'm going in with my finger because the Notoriously Morbid eyeshadow formula is extremely dry. Quite frankly, I probably should have put down a pretty tacky base for this because there will be fallout. I haven't used a Notoriously Morbid shadow in such a long time, so I'm forgetting or / remembering the little things that I need to do to make this shadow work because, you know, it's so dry, it needs a tacky base and all that fun jazz. And apparently I over blended the shadow, the mattes a little bit, which could be what was happening. Okay, next I'm gonna go into this shade. Oh, and that first shimmer was called Dagger Safe. This one's called Gold Dust, which to me has a bit of a chartreuse kind of tone to it. And I said I wasn't going to do this, but I am actually going to go into the lightest shade. That one is called Illusions of Love. And I'm just going to plop that right into the inner part. And then lightly blend that into the shades. Okay. So, this is what the eyes are looking like. Not too bad, not too shabby, not my best wig, but here we are. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead, clean things up, come back, show you guys the final look. Finish up the rest of my face, you know. Try to blend everything together a little bit lightly because this does not blend very well, I'm noticing. But yeah, this is what the vision is. I'll be right back to show you guys the final look. And I'm out of reasons to use it, 'cause loving depends on the motive. I love you until further notice. I love you until further notice. Okay, I'm back and this is the final look. And yes, my lips look like a corpse because I'm using the Blend Bunny lip oil. This is in the black shade. It's actually more like a dark gray than a black lip oil, but it's so pretty. Anyways, let's just quickly wrap things up with what's on the rest of my face. So I am using my Tom Ford Traceless foundation with the matching concealer. For my blush, I went in with a Holy Grail, and that is the blush palette from Sydney Grace. I have literally been using this non-stop, as you can probably tell by the color there. I'm using an oldie but a goodie in terms of highlight. This is the Marc Jacobs Guilty highlight. Y'all know Marc Jacobs coming back in 2025, so we have some time, but hopefully that's one of the things that comes back. I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer. This is the shade Mahogany. Really, really pretty bronzer. And that's pretty much it. For the waterline, I did go back in with the deep brown, and then I just took this sort of peachy gold shade and put that in the inner corner of the eye. And that's his face. And my thoughts on this palette. I like this, but there are some caveats. Like I said, it's been a minute since I have used the Notoriously Morbid formula, so I kind of forgot that it does take a little bit of finagling to use this, or like a different technique than what I typically use. The mattes are extremely powdery, extremely soft, so definitely when you go in, tap your brush off before you start blending, and don't overblend. That is something that I have a tendency to do. I really enjoy the blending process, but sometimes you can overblend, and I think that's what was causing a little bit of patchiness, because I don't know what was going on with this eye, and this eye still is a little struggle bussy, but I got a little patchiness out of there. Now, I do really, really like this kind of chartreuse gold shade, but it is extremely hard pressed in the pan, so I found that I was digging into it a little bit to get it to show up and perform. And that's the thing with handmade and hand-pressed shadows, is that sometimes there's going to be a variation, you know? Mine will come hard pressed, yours mightn't, because every different palette that's made is going to be somewhat slightly different because these are handmade. And I do think that that definitely gives it a little touch of uniqueness, but in terms of quality control or consistency, it could be a little hard. Now, there are two shades that I didn't use in this palette on my eyes, but I will just quickly say I really do like this one. I swatched it. All of the other shimmers swatched really well, with the exception of the kind of chartreuse shade, which is really hard pressed. And this one, you can probably tell from the palette itself, it's a flaky shade. So in swatching it, it's just extremely flaky. This is definitely the type of shadow that you have to apply glitter glue onto the eyes, because they're really, really chunky flakes. Even the back of the palette, they tell you that this is going to be extremely flaky. So in terms of using this, I will say when it comes to Notoriously Morbid, you do want to get like a glitter glue to lay down the shimmers, and just be careful in terms of the mattes, in terms of being very gentle, not going in too harsh, because it is kind of soft and very powdery, so you will get a lot of kick up, and don't overblend. That's it. But in terms of the formula, I've always really enjoyed the Notoriously Morbid formula because it's handmade, it's very unique, different from what is out there on the market. So if you're looking for something that is guaranteed to be different and its own, you know, sort of style and formula, definitely give it a try. So that's really it, you guys. Like I said, you can pick this up at the Notoriously Morbid website. It's $29.99 a piece, but you can use the code FrizzFace15. That's Kara's code to get you 15% off. Now, let me know, did you pick up this palette? Has yours arrived yet? I know they've had some weird shipping times, but let me know all that in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out if you enjoyed today's video. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you so much more than you know, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye!